Hey. What?
Yep. There's fucking mosquitoes everywhere in here at the moment. It sucks. What's up, Nick?
What's up? Suck a dick.
Suck a dick, bit.
Well, welcome back to Monday. You know what you should do? I'm your host, Gizz Lazlo.
I am just Paul.
How was your week?
Actually, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I was working with Eric. We were building a crazy thing for the Clippers. And it was like a green screen FX gag, and it was a lot of fun to do stuff because I like working with him because he's a scientist, and it's challenging and interesting.
He's Batman?
What?
He's Batman? Batman was a scientist?
No, no, he's not Batman.
It's Catwoman?
No, he could be like Possum Boy.
Possum Boy.
But it's always a lot of fun working with Eric. He's a fucking good guy. He challenges me. We work together really well, and so that was a lot of fun. And it has ended in such a strange fucking story. I don't even want to talk about it. How was your week?
The week, nothing really happened during the week, but Friday I had rehearsal with Foreclosure. Then I went to the Maui and saw Monkey and Joe Wood from TSOL.
Where's the Maui?
In Tarzana. It's a really small club. A lot of, rock stars actually hang out there and stuff. And it was kind of a cool reunion because I got to hang out with Pat Todd from the Lazy Cowgirls and the Rank Outsiders and a couple other people that I hadn't seen in decades. And then Saturday I played out in Long Beach at the Vine, which was really fucking cool. Small place, weird place to have a stage because it was right by the front door. So everybody that walked in had to walk right in front of me.
Were you guys checking IDs?
And it's pretty cool because like it's a local fucking hangout. So all these locals, it's like a, what do they call that?
Dive bar?
No, like a built-in crowd. Like everybody that hangs out there.
Oh, right. Yeah,
so,
it's a local joint.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was it. And then I got drunk this morning.
This morning?
Yeah, like 3 a.m. I started drinking and stopped about 7, and then woke up at 4 and got here.
Congratulations, you made it.
Yeah, thank you.
Ta-da.
So today we have another special guest.
Oh yeah,
one of my best buddies.
He's one of my favorite people that I've met in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Hands down, what a fucking dude.
Where's the WAP? Well, let's get him in.
Are there chips?
Joey, big worm.
What's with the chips? Rimicci. What do you guys mean by that?
Do you remember that time we were doing a little, like a kill detail spot? Brian was recording us at the rehearsal studio, the one in Van Nuys, at Uncle's. We were at Uncle's, and you were sitting on the couch, and Brian was asking us questions, and he asked you, "Hey, what's it like being in a band?" And you were sitting on the couch, and you're like, "Hey, you just sit around and eat chips, and you just." Eat chips.
I don't remember stuff like that.
All you heard.
So we're doing. He's told me the story, and we're doing an interview, and he's sitting across from me. He's just got a bag of chips. And he's just crunching on the chips. I was like, "Fuck!" I just grabbed the bag of chips and winging out of the room. I'm like, "Fucking Joey's just gonna eat chips the whole time we interview him, wasn't he?"
That was actually, we were interviewing Chris Off from Off by an Inch, and he was telling us about one time they were in Florida with you guys, and they got to play a show, and you actually got them like on the bill, like last minute type of thing. And so every time he mentioned your name, I would just eat a chip, and it just annoyed the shit out of him.
That's so silly.
So if you would have come in today, he was going to buy a bag of chips.
I was going to buy like 80 bags of chips.
We were just going to all just eat chips.
I wouldn't have minded eating some chips right now.
So this leads into a really interesting thing Gizz and I were talking about earlier, and it's a really good thing for you. So,
hey guys,
we're doing an interview over here. Thanks.
So
I was talking to Gizz really about it.
I saw what you guys just did there. Don't act like you guys have any friends. There's nobody there. Keep going.
No, there's nobody here.
There's two people here.
They're not.
All they do is talk and smoke pot.
They're hedgehogs.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about already. I heard things.
So we were talking about this, like having such a huge rock star that you are, and like how many people you've talked to over the years, and how like everyone, like, you can't remember everybody, right? Like, how often do you go, I don't remember this person fucking one bit, but you're going, yeah, hi. Yeah. Great.
You know, I hate to be a piece of shit right now, but it's true. But the best thing though is the guys in my band remember everybody. I'm not kidding.
Really?
And so I always ask him, like, yeah, Joe Doherty, that guy's got a memory. It's unbelievable. Brian Price, he'll remember every little thing. Bootow remembers everything. So it's really good because I always like, they know to help me. They know to help me out.
Right on.
They really do.
I learned to go, you know what? It's been a minute. I don't remember your fucking name. Spit it out.
I was just in Canada. Some guys all, hey man, I played these shows. I'm like, oh cool, and he's like, and he shows me pictures of me with him, like for days, like all kinds of. I was like, oh shit. And,
he was your old roommate.
He's like, I don't remember one thing about it, and it was kind of weird. But then we took photos, the same photos, like 25 years later.
Yeah.
But if you want to hear a good story about me not remembering people,
yep.
I was once early on when we were on tour. This is so crazy, but I would always be the guy who ends up like when you first go on tour, you say, "Yeah, if you're in LA, come by. You can stay at my house," and you don't realize when you tell it to a European, they show up.
Yeah,
like
and just knock.
We say things not really expecting to do it, but. One time, some guy, he calls me up. He's like, hey, I'm coming to LA. I'm like, oh, awesome. He's all, it's me, the guy you say looks like Mel Gibson. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I remembered him. I was like, cool. I remember this guy. He's awesome. He's going to come stay at my house for a couple days with his girlfriend. And I told him, he flew in. I said, hey, come to the Billiard Inn. That's where I was working at the time. And he shows up, and I had no idea who this guy was. And I'm not kidding. It was crazy. But this guy ended up being the coolest one out of all of them. I had the best couple weeks with this guy. And that's the other thing. When they say 2 or 3 days, it means 2 weeks. If they say 2 months.
They're on holiday.
Yeah.
So did you figure who he was?
But yeah, it was awesome. Like,
did you ever figure out who he was?
No, but
no, you were 2 weeks. You went 2 weeks with the dude.
He was so cool. Like, you have no idea. I was happy to get to know him. You know what I mean?
Right
but
on.
He looked exactly like a young Mel Gibson.
That's funny. Back in like early 2000s, I got a phone call, and this guy, I answered the phone, and he's like, hey man, I'm at LAX and I'm here in LA for, about a week. And, can I come over and, crash at your house? And I go, what's your name? And he goes, Timbu. And I was like, yeah, sure. Where do I know you from? He's like, I'm in Camel Boy. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. I remember you guys from my 95 tour, so yeah, dude, come over. So he takes a taxi, a couple hours. He shows up, knocks on my door. He comes in, he sits on my couch, and we're talking for about an hour, and then my wife at the time and I walk into the kitchen, and she's like, "Why do you keep giving him like these weird looks?" Because I really don't fucking remember him, So finally, I go and I sit back on the couch, and I'm on. So you're in Camel Boy? He goes, "Yeah, man, I just joined the band." And I go, "So I've never met you?"
Say, he probably knew.
No. And I go, but I remember there was a Timbu in the band. He goes, "No, there's Timu." Who's the drummer, and that's who I got your information from. And so I was like, oh my God, dude, this is weird.
Rando.
Really weird. We're tight now, but
yeah.
But the only reason he came out was to offer me the singing gig for them, and I took it.
That's cool.
Recorded records with them. But that was weird, man. Somebody just knocks on your door and you don't know who the fuck they are. It's like, dude, shit.
I don't answer the door a lot, especially when you're in town.
Well, yeah.
This guy's always
no
naked.
one goes to your door.
No, you can't find my house. It's really difficult, and I do run around naked a lot. That's not a pretty picture.
You really?
No.
Oh yeah.
What's
he's naked right
now. For a joke. Oh, we're back. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, you're getting a little choppy there, Bob.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I got choppy. Is that on your side or my side?
Yours.
Seems like it's your side.
Well, I won't ever admit guilt, so it couldn't be me.
Let me.
Not again,
My
anyways.
side?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
There you
have a
go.
good
You're
connection, so I don't know.
Did you put any chips in your computer?
Only those chips that I should have been eating right now.
So what was your story?
Anyway, I don't even remember anymore. Let's move on.
All right, let's
I'm
go to
telling
some
you,
stock. Let's get some stock questions.
This stuff's already affecting me.
You're fucking hammered, dude.
Joey drinking whiskey.
I know,
Wow.
dude.
Ugh.
That is the room I want to be in. All right, Joey, what was your first band? First band you ever played in, even if it was terrible.
There you go. Get cutting out again.
Did you hear the question?
Say again.
So, what was the first
No.
band you ever played in? No.
Oh, I'm really happy you said that because I was talking to Ray and I really do want to say something nice about a very, very, very important friend of mine. My first band I was in was a band called Broad X, and it was me, Louie, George, and Ray. Ray, actually, I don't know if you guys know about Ray. Have you ever met Ray? I know Gizz has met Ray a million times, but Ray really brought me into punk rock. Ray's my brother from another mother, but him and Louie and me, before I met George, we were super close. Like, I'm not kidding. He's my brother. Like, he's going through some tough times right now. Like, I literally cried. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like some guy I just know. Ray is the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Gizz. You know Ray.
Dude, I feel the same way about him, man. Every time I see that guy, it's just we have fun. Man, he's a funny guy, and his knowledge of punk rock is fucking stellar. And
he's dealing with a very. Let's put it this way: he's dealing with a very serious family crisis with his wife, in health wise, and so he could just. I'm not kidding. If we can get a collective prayer, I know there's probably only 2 people watching, but both of you pray.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's watching right now. But Ray, me, and Louie and George started Broad Axe. It was the beginning of, like when you would jam all freaking day long because you just loved playing the instrument. Like, it didn't matter that you really, really sucked. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, but I do want to say that Louie passed away. He fell into hard times, but that wasn't what happened. You know how, like, and this is me doing my public awareness thing. You know how, like, you'll see a guy falling down drunk and you laugh about it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll never do that again because Louie, from what I understand, I don't know if this is what I believe was the facts. He fell a bunch of times, but he kept hitting his head when he would fall, like, sitting down and falling over, and all those little things created concussions, which killed him. So if I see a guy falling over drunk, I'm literally going to stop and sit him up and call a cop or something. You know what I mean? Like,
the cop.
It was crazy.
What about the cop? Like,
ambulance. But yeah. Louie was the guy. I'm not kidding. Louie started the band with me. It was me and him. We were playing Iron Maiden and Scorpions all freaking day long. And there came a point in time before Ray actually joined the band where they were like, we got to start playing live shows. And I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm too embarrassed to play live. And they bailed on me and started a band that played live. And they literally forced me to play a house party or they would never jam with me again. It took me like 6 months. I did it. And, that was the end was history. You know what I mean? That was it. Mm-hmm. But it's crazy that Louie was that pivotal in my life. And I wish he was alive. You always think back, like, it's just crazy. It chokes me up, because now that we're older and I think about, like, I just wish I would have just talked to him a lot more. Anyways, Ray's on here. I don't know if he's commenting right now. Can you guys see comments and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, if he's commenting, Ray had the same impact with punk rock
Mhm.
That's Ray as Allison Kanish.
Oh, okay.
It's Ray.
And so Ray was the same way with the punk rock side of things. Ray would take gigs. Ray would take me to the gigs when I was young, man. I was terrified of the punk gigs. I was into my, metal. I liked punk, but I didn't go to gigs. Ray was going to gigs in fucking 83. You know what I mean? Like before that, Ray started taking me to gigs in like 84, right at the end of high school. You know what I mean? So yeah, Ray was very, very, very pivotal. So he became the singer, and he turned this little rock and roll heavy metal-ish band into fucking 502. We had a speech class. Am I talking too much?
No, this is the whole point.
We had a speech class. We were in college. We took a speech course, and we had to market a product. And so we created the 502 beer. It was a beer that was 3 times the alcohol and less filling. And we marketed it. And our advertisement was the song 502. That's why it's only 52 seconds, because it had to be commercial length.
Right.
And that became a big Jughead song. It was a Broad Axe song, but it went into Jughead. A lot of the original Broad Axe went into Jughead. Me and Joe
FSU, right?
We rethunked them. What?
FSU was one of them, right? Fuck shit up.
Yeah. But we rewrote that one too. Like the original ideas came, but when Joe came in, I mean, we really stepped things up. So like the basic stuff we were doing before, we tried to make it more, because we were all into Black Flag and Blast. So we wanted to make everything a little more complex. Brian too. Brian was in the second half of Jughead's Revenge. I mean, Broad Axe. I met Brian in college. Yeah, so we redid the whole band. It was cool, man. Those are the good days when you literally did it for fun. There was no payoff whatsoever.
No expectations.
No BS. None of the no
Not
expectations. You play the 3 people. Who cares? I mean, you would
not
play
even for chicks, man. Like free beer, maybe.
Well, no, shit. We paid beer to play a gig, no problem. Back then, we would play in a rehearsal studio and invite our friends, and that was a party. Your friends are slamming in your, like, we would practice here at my mom's house.
Oh man,
our friends would show up and just slam in my living room. It was ridiculous,
Wow. What was the first show you went to? What was the first show you went to? Like the actual, like the first show, like where you remember like seeing a punk band. What was the first one?
Again, Ray. I think Ray probably took me to it. It would be at Fender's, if I'm not mistaken. It was early on. We saw DI, and some other bands at Fender's. Probably 85 for me, 84 maybe. Yeah, because I was still in high school. So I graduated in 85, so it had to be 84. What?
DI at Fenders, huh?
I was gonna say you're way older than I thought. I thought you were like 36.
No, you didn't really think that, right?
Yeah, no, I actually thought you were younger than me.
How old are you?
Really?
I'll be 50 in December.
I'll be 60 in a couple of years.
There you go, Bob.
So you're just a little bit younger than Gizz.
I look a little younger than Gizz, but I'm actually a little older than Gizz.
Yeah, a lot of people do say that. They think I'm older than you.
That's funny.
No, I think you guys are about the same age, to be honest. So let's go over like there's a couple things I want to know some stuff. Like, so Broad Axe, where'd you go from Broad Axe? Straight to Jugheads?
No, Broad Axe. I went to COA. Well, here's the thing. George, he always invited me into a lot of his. George was very popular. He can meet people and start jamming with them, and he would bring me in. George brought me in. George was very pivotal too. He wasn't the first guy, but George did a lot for me. Yeah, he would always bring me into his bands, and he instilled confidence in me. Yeah, I mean, I'm giving everybody a bunch of credit for that stuff because they deserve it. Doesn't mean I hang out with them all the time anymore. We've had rivalries. But now we're all brothers again. You know what I mean? Like, there's no time for all that BS. Even me and you, Gizz, had some tough times, you know?
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, the noir days, you know? I fucking
Oh,
totally
God.
I totally fucked you up one day. Not fucked you,
No,
up, fucked you over.
really?
No,
No.
fucked him
Do
over.
tell.
Not fucked him up. I mean, I can do that. The whole time I could have done that, but I'm saying actually,
I was actually saying it today earlier. I'm like, man,
no.
I think
But
Joey's
Gizz-
one of the few guys I wouldn't want to tangle with. Like, and I like brawling. I'm into it, but I'm like, I don't think I'd want to tangle with Joey. I think he'd pick me up and fucking body slam me.
Not anymore, man. My knees are everything's broken on me.
Good to know.
But,
That's how you take him out, right at the knees.
Knees. Sweep the leg, Johnny.
yeah. I love that.
That's
stuff.
one of the things that that when Joey and I first met was we our sense of humor was pretty much like
This?
Isn't that funny?
movie quotes,
Oh yeah.
you know, and if I laughed and he knew, oh, you know that movie, huh? And then I would say so, oh, I love that movie, and it just I remember the first time we
I
hung out,
love
we were
movies. I've
laughing.
always loved movies.
Oh yeah. Judas Priest.
I'm like, what? You're asking what his shirt is? Like,
No, my shirt says Jedi Priest.
oh, fucking seriously?
Yeah, look.
Oh shit!
That's fucking awesome. I want one.
I can make you one. I make those.
Yeah. Nice. So, so when you said you were like kind of afraid to be on stage live, what was the hang up? Why did you feel that way?
When I first started, I just
Yeah.
you
said
wouldn't
didn't wanna
believe
play
it,
live.
but I literally have I have no confidence. I've never did. I've always been I do now, I think.
Yeah.
But I was a very shy kid, believe it or not. I was definitely not an introvert. I was very outgoing, but I was always embarrassed to do things live. And I'll give you a perfect example. I've never tried a guitar before I bought it. I'm too embarrassed to play it in front of somebody. I'll just
Wow.
if I like the way it looks, I just assume I'll get used to it. I just
Man,
buy
I've
it.
had two wives.
You're right.
That's fucking funny.
That is funny. I would not get that out of you because you're like one of the sweetest, most outgoing guys I've ever met.
Or
Uh,
I would be
and
like,
one of the most brilliant
play
guitar
it for
players.
me. Let me just hear it. That's all I would do.
Wow.
I wouldn't go that far, but
I think
Yeah.
I feel like that about sound checks as a drummer. I don't like sound checks because
I fucking hate sound checks. I totally agree, Gizz. I hate sound checks. I feel like I'm fucking on a spotlight. See, I feel like when there's a bunch of people there, it's okay because they're not just focusing on me. But when I have to, like when they're like, okay, guitar, I'm like, that's why if you ever watch me at the sound check, I just hit one chord. There's no reason to play a fucking song and try to show off. You know what I mean? They just need
Or a
to get my
solo.
level. It's very
Right.
weird. But I do love my sound, I must say.
You
So-
do have a very unique sound.
So speaking of that, what is your sound? What do you play through? What's your rig?
I'm not telling anybody what I do. Oh, look at
God.
that. Hey, look who's calling. Jared. Should I answer it?
Is it Jared?
Yeah, you want me to
Answer the phone. What's he
Yeah.
gonna say?
Jared was the drummer.
What's up, dude? You're on a podcast right now.
You're
I'm
on the
doing an
air,
interview.
Jared.
Oh, that's so the thing you said, what the hell it is?
You know, the thing you sent, what the hell that thing is? Jared's less technological than me, you guys. This is Jared, by the way, from Kill Detail, Jughead. This guy was amazing. This guy is
He is, not was.
you can't no, he is, of course. He just did the new Jughead record.
Graveyard Bandits.
He came out of retirement literally after playing. I'm not Jared, I'm gonna hang up on you. I'm gonna talk about you. Okay. But watch this thing. Click that link and go to it.
I couldn't figure it out. Okay.
And you'll hear me talking about you. Bye-bye.
Touch the
So-
screen, Jared. Touch the
So
screen.
Jared, we had just lost our drummer at that point in time. He moved away. It was AJ, who's now in Guttermouth. He's fucking such a great drummer.
Mm.
And this is before we got Andy back in the band. But Jared, we got him in the band. I said, hey, man, can you help me write some songs? And he's all, I don't know, man. You know the way he is, Gizz. He's like, I don't know, man. I can't play anymore. My hands are fucked up. Imagine a guy who is complaining the whole time while he's just fucking killing it. He'll be like just fucking shredding. And you're like, he's like, I don't know. I just can't do it. I'm like, dude, you just killed it. He's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. We get in the studio. He helps me write the songs. We did 6 songs. You can hear them on Spotify. It's called Vultures. It's a new record.
Oh, this one?
Oh, is that it? There you go. Cool. The only shirt that never sold. If anybody wants those, if anybody wants to send me some just postage, I'll give you one for free. or meet up with me and you can have it for free. I'll give those away.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll give them to you, Gizz. You can give them to your people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
definitely.
So who's he on the phone with?
James says hi. James.
Tell him I said hello.
Yeah. Hey, wait.
The Prez.
What up, Nick?
That's all you have to say?
That was all he's got. Ha ha.
Hey,
Brilliant
that
interview,
says
buddy.
it all.
Call me later. Fucking retard. You see, he's like cracking up. He's like,
Oh,
funny
so
as
this
fuck.
is a PC.
No, there's
So
not.
Jared-
There's absolutely zero PC
So
here.
Jared comes into the studio, and the whole time he's saying, I fucking can't do it. I can't do it. In 4 hours, he has that shit recorded. He's
James.
calling me now.
James.
God.
Somebody's a little bit of a whore for
This is the
attention.
absolute best.
Hold on, dude.
This is the best. What's up, James? Prez?
Put me on the motherfucking show, motherfucker.
You're on the show.
You were on the show already, you dick.
He was on the very first show.
Of course, you'd rather be on my phone than yours.
My finger sucks. Just full of metal dust.
Fucking chimed in enough on the chat box. Nobody's paying attention to us. I had to call and fucking give you my voice.
Oh, that's the best.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Uh-huh.
Joe, I love you. Yes, I love you. Paul, I love you.
Love you,
All right,
too,
buddy.
That's awesome. All right, James.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye-bye. That was the best.
This is getting good.
So check it out. So Jared's in there complaining the whole time, and the best is we did a song, and he comes out, he's like, I just can't do it. I can't do it. The engineer's like, dude, you just did it. It's fucking amazing. Like, and he's like, I don't know. Then we finally mix it. He's like, sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Like after he did the whole thing in like 4 hours. He fucking nailed it. And dude, I've been trying to get him to join Jughead for like 10 years, to rejoin Jughead. He won't do it. Now, I mean, we got Andy now. Andy's killing it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's.
And you guys have heard the new stuff. Joe D is a next level now. I don't know what happened to that guy, but he's fucking unbelievable. It's crazy.
A few times that I've seen you guys since you've been back and
amazing lyrics, great voice.
He became the singer I always wanted him to be.
Oh,
you know?
he's amazing.
He is. Yeah. The new stuff is absolutely amazing.
Oh.
I got chills just thinking about it.
Yeah, Joe's killing it, man. I'm really, really, really pleased with the way we sound. In fact, I'm still gonna write. I want to write one more. I want to write one more full length. It'd be really, really cool.
Yeah.
Really?
So yeah.
What, is that coming out tomorrow?
Shit. If I could, I would. Yeah.
Well, get after it, man. And you're not going to tell me about your setup, your guitar setup.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. You know what I do? I have an old in the 90s when me and Brian we were literally, our band was, we were basically a Blast ripoff. If you ever saw Joe in the old days, he can out Rollins any day. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
he was awesome. He could fucking he had, you know, he was this fucking guy. He had it down. Not a ripoff, just right there in that pocket doing the crazy shit. Like having the attitude. It was amazing. And Brian was a great bass player, and we had that sound.
Yeah.
So Brian was like, I know Dave Rat. He knows Dave Nazareth. I'm like, who the fuck's Dave Rat? And then, you find out Dave Rat's the guy that did all the sound. If you ever saw the old Black Flag truck, that's the one that has the Black Flag bars back. That's Dave Rat. He did their sound always. He did their PAs. He built their amps, having such a build. So we went to the Valley, and this guy is just this normal, cool dude. Now he does like Lollapalooza and shit. He's like way beyond. But at this point in time, I said, hey, I want the Black Flag set up. And he fucking built it for me. I literally had Greg Ginn's amplifier set up.
What guitar?
That were. I bought a fucking Dan Armstrong. I bought the same guitar he had too. Clear, loose like guitar. It was amazing. And I bought, it was a power amp with a fucking Roland preamp. And he used these. They built the speakers for Sherwin Vega. They were called Rankus Hines.
Right.
So he built me these two cabinets, and basically when you put these two cabinets on top of each other, it was 4 12s in a line and 2 15s. And then your amp on top. It was fucking sick. And the only reason I don't have it today is because that shit is heavy as fuck. When I was young, I could carry it. Now I can't even carry my 212.
Wow.
And isn't that the reason you switched to Hagstrom from a Les Paul?
No,
because of the weight.
No. I love my Les Paul, but my Les Paul's too valuable. And I had let me finish with the Rankus Hines because it's really cool. He built me these amps, and over time we got rid of them because they were too big. But I kept the speakers. Now my 212 has those speakers in it.
Nice.
And it doesn't sound like any amp you've ever heard. And I literally call it my secret weapon, because no one realizes that while people think a Dimebag Daryl guitar pickup means it's super distorted, it's not. It's just cleaner. So you get this serious gain and distortion, but you can hear every fucking note. Like I can hit an open G chord and you'll hear ring. It sounds really good. And that's why I use the Dimebag Daryl. And then I use it with a triple rectifier, and I just put everything in the center. So anybody can borrow my amp. They can set it however they want. I just put everything right back in the center, and it sounds fucking amazing. And I'm not kidding.
Fives across the board.
Fives across the board.
I mean, honestly, that is the best. That is the best you can do with an amp. It's just like run at fives. We had Mike in last week.
A couple weeks
ago, and he was playing through my Randall, and he just he goes, nope. It was like instantly better. I was like, fuck. Like he nailed it, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Junior Juggernaut?
I know the band Juggernaut.
Not Junior Juggernaut
personally, but I saw the
it should be
picture.
called Junior Juggernaut Revenge.
Yeah. Jugger's Revenge.
Junior Juggernaut, my type.
So you asked about the Hagstrom. The Hagstrom was the result of when I did Gigi Elvis, another band George brought me into. It was a hired gun type of thing. I did some gigs with them, and then I went to Europe with them. But I went to Europe, and for some weird reason, I was like, you know what? I'm not bringing my Les Paul to Europe. I went and got a Epiphone Les Paul Custom, which was pretty expensive at the time. I put all kinds of stuff around it to make it look exactly like my real Les Paul. Mm-hmm. And I went to Europe. I played the tour. I came back, and it was an Epiphone. I didn't give two shits about it. So I sit in town for a couple weeks, and then it's time to start doing some more Black Fag stuff. So I go to get my Les Paul, and I look. I'm like, oh shit! My strap's in the other case. I open the case, dude. It's fucking shredded. The headstock's ripped off. The headstock's ripped off. There's like 20 pieces of wood in that guitar case. I'm like, what the fuck?
What did you do?
Beat it with a hammer. So I was like, holy shit, if that was my Les Paul, it would be completely destroyed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, holy shit! I called the airline and they it's been 2 weeks now, so I completely ruined my chance for that claim. So I lost that guitar. So
But it was an Epiphone.
It was an Epiphone, but there's different Epiphones. There's tons of levels of Epiphone. I mean,
Of course.
fucking Paul McCartney uses an Epiphone. They're not all shitty. There's a shitty level, but they have nice ones. And this was like a mid-grade one. This was like $1,000 back in the day.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
Well, I got it for $500, but it was the $1,000 model.
Right.
So then I was like, okay, I need to get another backup guitar for when I'm on the road, because I'm not taking a Les Paul ever again, because that thing's worth a lot of fucking money.
What is your Les Paul?
It's a 1980 Les Paul custom from the custom shop. I bought it from the guy from Great White.
Wow.
I didn't know it was that, but I saw it on not Craigslist, on
Recycler?
Penny Saver.
No, it was Craigslist. That's right, Craigslist.
In when did you buy this?
Maybe it was Recycler. You're right. It was Recycler. It was in the late 90s, mid 90s.
Okay.
No, late 90s. Because Brian and Craig convinced me to buy a Les Paul. I didn't even want one, but I was like, I better do it because he's got the standard. I should get the custom. We should be like Guns and fucking Roses or some shit like that. You know what I mean? It was the deadly combination. So I bought it. And when I went to go buy it, it was the fucking guy in Great White. I was like, oh, holy shit. Like the platinum records were on the wall and stuff. I was like, oh my God. And I bought that guitar for fucking like $800.
Wow. I think it's worth a little more than that now, right? Like
it's probably worth 3 or 400. Yeah. It doesn't matter. To me, it's worth all the money in the world.
There you go.
So where was I? Oh yeah. So
Hagstrom.
So I wanted something that feels like it, and Brian was like, "Oh, fucking what's his name? Pat Smear plays Hagstrom. They're fucking awesome." I was like, so I look it up. Back then, Hagstroms were like $300 or $400 fucking dollars. So I was like, I'll buy one. I get the Les Paul Hagstrom Les Paul custom, not custom, but version. It's fucking amazing. It feels just like my Les Paul. So I buy. I put all my good parts in there, and it's a great guitar. I'm like, this is amazing. So I go on tour, Black Flag, come back, boom, destroyed again. Exactly.
What the fuck?
I was like, are you fucking kidding me? But this time I made a receipt. I paid like $350 for it, but I made a receipt for $750.
Nice.
Before I went. So I had the picture of it with the receipt. And so I got reimbursed $750 for it. I was like, cool. Oh, and I bought another one. And this time, I didn't know what it was. I was like, maybe the strings tension was too tight. This and that. I always loosen it, but maybe I didn't loosen enough. So, 2 years later, we go on another tour, and I come back. It's fucking smashed again.
Dude, who hates you at the airline?
I don't know, but one time.
Maybe you should stop using those fucking leather cases.
So I know. So then I bought this crazy case, and ever since then, everything's okay. But I use Hagstrom because of that. It turned out to be a fucking amazing guitar. No one even knows about it. And it's funny you say
all my English friends, like guys from Discharge and GBH, all those dudes, they use Hagstrom now because of their backs. They're lighter versions of a Les Paul, and they swear by them.
What's funny is when we did our first tour, we went on tour, and we used to have this philosophy: you never put your name of your band on the van, you never do anything, you don't let anybody know what your band is. So no one knew. But we went to Europe our first time, and on our guitars, somebody with markers wrote "Jughead's Revenge sucks." True story. True story.
It was you?
No, it's not even worse. It's even worse. Jughead's Revenge fucking sucks. They had to make sure they drove it home. I hope Joe's watching this because he'll remember that story.
I hope so too.
James is asking, did you use a triple rectifier in Black Flag?
Yes. We used a triple rectum fire amps, and we also went for the triple rectum fire That was our move.
I might be having that right now. So, Joey, do you do your own guitar work? Do you set your stuff up yourself?
Yeah, I have a guy. Believe it or not, I'm good friends now with the guy who is the master builder at Fender. He's the guy who, like, if like he does like any famous guy he does his guitars. Like what's the guy? I can't believe I'm drawing blank. The guy in Cream,
Jim Jones.
Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton
wow.
does his guitars. He does everybody's. He'll do setups for you. If you have a guitar and you want it set up, he'll do it for you for $25. And you can go meet the guy. We can go there. If you want to go, I'll take you there one weekend.
Dude, I'm in.
And I'm not kidding. If you play guitar or bass, we'll go there. This guy is amazing.
Dude, I have a 1986 Japanese Stratocaster in electric blue that I only made for 2 years. I've had it since I was 19, I think.
I have a 1985 American Strat. And then it was the one couple years that they didn't have the angled jack.
Yeah. Right.
They used the third knob and they removed it and put a jack there.
The flat jack. Those are so much better.
It was considered one of the worst guitars they ever made. And his dad designed it. His dad designed it. Jason Smith.
Son of a bitch.
But
I've got an angled jack.
It's amazing. I think it might even be in here. No.
How many cats do you have?
What?
Huh?
What was the question?
How many cats do you have?
How many what do I have?
Cats.
Cats?
Yes.
3. 3 plus a bunch of ferals, that I feed.
I don't know why, but I'm like, Joey's got cats.
Dude,
My cats are fucking amazing.
I have
a cat named Capone who I wish I could show you my phone. I get calls from the whole block, people trying to tell me to get rid of the cat because he fucking terrorizes this cat. That's why I named it Capone.
He's running a racket. He's probably wanted for tax evasion.
He's nuts. All the cats are on edge because this guy came around, and that's when we fucking trapped him and domesticated him. He's the best. He's my best friend in the world right now.
Oh man, I've got one of those too. It's not him.
No, it's Capone. I love this guy. But we just got another stray. It's Hans. Come here, Hans. Hans, come here. Come here, Hans.
Oh my god, is the cat coming?
Hans Gruber?
It's Hans Gruber.
Solo?
But it's a dog. Watch this. He'll be coming in. Come here, Hans. Hans,
Come on.
Hans Gruber. Here he comes. See him? Big old German Shepherd.
Oh my god, the cat came, dude.
Come here. No, it's a German Shepherd. Check him out.
Yeah, that's a good cat.
Come here, good boy.
Oh, buddy.
Hans
Gruber. I thought for sure we wouldn't be keeping him. I figured we would, he's German Shepherd, so I was like, it'd be funny. We'll call him Hans Gruber. And then we go to find out who the owner is, the Chip. And what did he say? That's Joey's shoegazer band name, Joey's Cats. What's wrong with this guy? Hey, at least somebody's watching your piece of shit show.
Dude, this show is an amazing bag of chips.
So no, but seriously, like, Evan Gizz. Evan,
yeah.
She fucking did I lose you guys?
No, we're here.
Evan fucking takes in all the is and what am I gonna do?
Do you still have Thor? Well,
did you hear the last thing I said?
No.
Yeah.
I said Evan takes in all the strays. What am I going to do?
Yeah, we heard that part. But do you still have Thor?
Of course.
That dog, when Sebastian first came to the United States, I took him down to Joey's house so he could meet him because he's a huge Joey fan. And he's walking up the street to meet us. And he's like, "Is that Joey?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "He's a big man." why does he have such a small dog? It was a miniature German Shepherd.
Oh no! Yes.
He picks him up. He's you make me so gay.
Oh.
Well, let's put it this way. Hans is 70 pounds. Thor is 4.
Oh my God!
4
Is it ever
pounds.
like-
He's basically my forearm. He goes to about right here from my hand.
I did not know they made a mini German Shepherd.
Look at James. James is the best right now. I hope he's drunk with us.
I hope he is too, because
He's always drunk.
yeah, that's pretty much true.
Is Ray still here? Can you guys see
He
who's
was.
online?
He's been in and out. He said he was commenting GBH was your first show.
Oh, that's right. He took me, GBH. That's amazing.
Dude.
See, what
There
I
you
told
go.
you, Ray would remember this stuff. It was the Olympic. I remember
Yeah.
now.
I probably know 10 or
So
15 people who are that.
The Olympic in
show.
'84.
Yeah.
Probably.
I was at that show too.
Yeah. Oh, GBH was fucking cool. Ray really got me into punk rock. More than I like the stupid punk rock, or not stupid, but just the easy punk rock. You know, like Ramones. But Ray got me into the hardcore punk, like punk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ray was cool, man. I mean, not was.
Still
He's
is.
still, Ray's like my best friend in the world, but Ray was. What do you say? You know, he's my brother from another mother. You're a lop.
Oh my God, I haven't heard that in so
Hi,
long.
Ray.
Oh,
I think we're gonna get
God.
Ray on. Like it's so fun.
It's-
We're gonna get him in the show.
It's funny
will.
Ray said that. No, not R.I.P. Ray. Ray's right here, dude.
Fuck it, hell.
James, one more shot, buddy. One more shot.
And then you cut off.
Like
Oh,
I
no.
said, I remember a lot less than everybody else does. You know, because I'll be honest, I don't care about the certain things. I like the moment. You know what I mean? And I enjoy the moment. I don't look back on it so much. That's the truth. Like, I don't take photos of all my gigs, and I don't have photos of me and all the people I've met, which sometimes I regret it. I'm not going to lie. I regret that stuff.
Uh-huh.
But at the time, like, I'm just happy to be in the moment. Like, I just did this Canadian thing. I was in a backstage situation that was so much effing fun. You have no idea. There was a barbecue pit going, free to all the bands. There was all the bands were hanging out. We were just having a full bar, bartenders. We were just having so much fun.
And who was what? Who was there?
I don't know. I mean, I know the bands we played with, but like I was hanging out with fucking guys that, like the guys in here we go. I'm already drawing a blank. This particular show I'm talking about, I was so in the moment, having so much fun, drinking all fucking day, enjoying myself, hanging out with the guys in Authority Zero, the guys in which dude, they're a phenomenal band. Like,
yes,
it may not be your style. I love them, but dude,
They're
like
great.
fucking what's
Dally's
his name?
one of my favorite drummers,
Dally?
so I love that band.
Fucking Dally, that guy he's such a great guy. You know, he's like
Yeah.
us. We're all
Yeah.
good people. You know what I mean? We're not fucking jerk offs. We're cool people. Dally's in that world, but
Yes.
the
Oh,
whole band is Authority Zero. Such an amazing band. You got the guys in Ignite, dude. They literally inspired me. And in my mind, I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to get a fucking wireless because of these guys. I'm going to change my style a little bit because of these guys. And then the guy's like fucking telling me like, oh my God, Joey from Jughead. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm embarrassed. You know what I mean? Like, here I am fucking mentally like totally into these guys. And then they're being very respectful of me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Who's that? Who wrote Ask Joey Anything?
One of our non-existent people that aren't real.
Oh,
Anything is spelt wrong, isn't it?
a bot.
No, that's right.
What are you guys kidding me?
So yeah, those
so-
guys were fucking cool, man. Like,
So, Joey,
oh,
what
there's
was-
so
what was
many
the
more.
reason- Go.
What?
I said go.
H2O
what was-
played that show. Oh, fucking Death by Stereo. Fucking, I had a lot of fucking fun with those guys, but I always do. Those guys are unbelievable. Effing fucking top notch. Such a great guy. You know, what kind of lube do I use with your rectum fire? I use
spit.
I use no
Tears. It's got to be tears. Tears. It's got to be tears.
I use no. I use the Wet and Wild. It's called Wet and Wild.
Is that what Diddy uses?
Oh God! You mean Diddy jail time forever?
What was political? Now you're asking me who I'm voting for? You freak! You?
Oh, absolutely not. What was the thing that what made you pick up a guitar?
Don't get mad, but I don't even remember. I don't know.
If I could go back in time, I would record everything you've ever done and then play it for you right now.
That would be amazing. But you know what? Probably Louis.
All right.
Fucking Louis, man. I miss that guy so much. You want to hear a crazy thing about Louis? Oh, there's Mari. Hey, Mari. Fucking Mari, man. She's amazing too. Do you and the Black Fat Guys still do shows? No. Mari, but I do. Before my fucking Disneyland pass goes out, we're fucking going to Disneyland, you and me. So we got until January. Marianti Pavlatos, a Greek woman. She's awesome.
You introduced me to her many, many years ago.
Oh yeah, she's the best. She's absolutely the best. You know, Evan now talks to her because it's a fucking, it's a Disney thing for them, but for me, I fucking love Mari. I should, you know what?
Dodger fan too.
What?
She's a huge Dodger fan too.
Oh yeah, she is. She also has a mini pin like I used to have.
Really?
Oh, Mari's the best. She had some friends too that were cool, but Mari was always the one that she was the one. You know what I mean? Like it was awesome. I miss you, Mari.
Well, she's holding you to that.
Oh, absolutely.
Disneyland thing.
Absolutely. The Disney thing. I hope that's what she's talking about. Absolutely, man. Evan has told me to invite her so many times, and I have, but she's always busy. I don't even know if she has a pass anymore. Evan's is going to expire in a couple weeks. Mine's going to expire in January. Spicy. Fucking James. He's like literally sabotaging this.
I feel like James might be a little bored.
Hey,
it's Monday.
There's nothing. Like, there's nothing on.
I'm not kidding, and it's not me drinking booze, but it's so cool that Mari's on here right now. I'm not kidding. Yeah. We had a connection over our mini pins because a long time ago, and she probably doesn't even know this, but you remember when I got divorced, I was so into Lula. That was my whole life. Lula was my old mini pin, and I made a website where I took pictures of Lula and I put it on flowers. And I did Andy Warhol things, but it was Lula's face in the different colors. You know, I did a bunch of stuff, and I did it for them to laugh. You know, mine and James' connection is just purely sexual.
James, you were so easy. Oh, dude.
It's purely sexual.
Joey, next time we hang out, we got to talk. James, I actually fed my friend Eric and James steak in a pool while they were floating on rafts. Like, I feel like you should be involved in that next time it happens in Vegas.
You know what's funny is this whole thing has gone off the rails. This isn't a question. Now we're just being stupid together. You know what I mean? We're like,
that's what we love about
party,
our show.
saying stupid shit in a restaurant. Old friends. Ask me some real questions.
Well, I keep trying, but
all right. Any actual questions for me, or is this?
Here's a serious question. If you could play guitar with any band, living or dead, on stage, who would it be?
Dead Lazlo's Place.
No.
No. First of all, I would play with you, but come on, what would that mean if I played in Dead Lazlo's Place? I love the guys.
Actually, you were in the band for a recording. When we did that big drill car song.
My point is, like, I would play with you as a singer, but Dead Lazlo's Place, that means I would just be like a second guitar player. That's just not me. But in seriousness, if I could play in a band, like
Dead or alive.
Okay, do I get to be the guitar player, or I join them? I become a second guitar player.
No, you're the guitar player. You're the dude.
Ray guessed it.
Yeah, I
say,
can see that.
this
I
guy.
can see that.
Fuck
You
this guy.
You want to hear a crazy fantasy? Is
Oh yes, I do.
is
Not that kind.
I believe that if the Jughead Revenge from the 90s, or maybe the late 90s, if we backed Jerry A, that would be the best Poison idea that ever existed. And I also believe that, see, the problem is, like, I don't want to disinclude Joe Doherty because he's Jerry A, but better than Jerry A. You know what I mean? Like,
Jerry B.
He can do all that stuff.
God damn. But dude, like, you could be the guitar player for Cab Calloway, like anything in the whole world.
No. I'm not going to even pretend that I'm good enough to play real shit.
Yeah, you are.
I play punk rock.
You are.
I play punk rock. I play distorted. In fact, in Black Flag, they call me Joey One Sound because one time I had to do the Bow Wow Wow song. You know that thing? I still played it in my sound. You know what I mean? I was like, distorted.
Joey One Sound.
That's fuck, dude. I've watched quite a bit and listened to a lot. Like, you actually are a pretty fucking finance guitar player. Like, get over that, dude. Love yourself for it. You're a talented motherfucker.
I love what I can do, but I know my limits. You know, that's all I'm saying. I'm not going to ever be like this jazz guy. You hear the fucking like.
I didn't say Dizzy Gillespie.
Here we go. This is where I'm going to probably lose the crowd.
Oh, fuck no, we're not.
Here we go. No. Here's where people are going to start getting pissed at me. James, cue up a nice shit talking thing right now, but I couldn't do My Chemical Romance, which is the best band in the world.
I know that.
I kind of have to poop a little bit right now. I'll be back.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do Queen, which was, in my opinion, the best band that wished they could be My Chemical Romance.
Wow.
That was just to piss people off.
Oh, you are hammered, Joey.
Joey's trash.
I'm not trash. I'm not even buzzed.
I'm going to drive to your house
trash.
right now because I want to see The Hangover. I'm gonna sleep in my car in front of your house. I want to witness this.
Who else is drunk?
Our crew.
Our non-existent crew.
That's the best. Oh, you know what? Real quick, introduce me to your crew. I got to know who's there.
Our producer is Sean. You met him at my dad's reception. He was there.
Just come back here.
And then
it's easier to come back.
I want to see some
and then
visuals.
Chris.
Like these idiots. That's a Sean Cohill, and this is a Cribbo Falcon.
That's us, guys.
Not real people.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Now beat it.
Now beat it. Okay.
Get the fuck out of my frame.
I just want to see the face of the guys I hate. No, I'm just kidding.
Without these guys, this would still happen. However, we like them.
You see that? Read that. Dude, I got cut off of Facebook for my comments being too rude or some shit.
That's hilarious. You know what? You know what, James? Because your comments are rude. If you're not loving me, then you shouldn't even be on here anymore. Who's
James?
AJ
All you gotta
Grady
do is say
Master?
that Joey is the most attractive man you've
No.
ever fucking
AJ. AJ got pissed off because I like my That is the best.
They're clearly not listening to the show.
This is the best 4 listeners we've ever had.
If I could be a guitar player
or
band,
8.
I would fucking love the. See, you know what? I'm not kidding, and I'm not being nice, but I would. The only reason I wouldn't want to do Poison Idea as Jughead Revenge is because I don't want to disinclude Joe. But if we could be Poison Idea with Joe involved, we would be way better. And I love Jerry A, and I love those guys, but we're a little more serious. Like we're a little more like, you probably heard me say this in rehearsals and stuff, but like I want to have fun, but I care for a level of excellence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want, I've been in bands. I'm not going to name names, Bad Samaritans. Where they say, "Oh, who cares? That who cares?"
It's punk rock.
Be the best you can be. I don't want to be drunk on stage and not care if it sounds good. I just want it to sound great, and then you can have fun and sound good too. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I think that's the whole point. Like, really,
not
it has
care
to
what
be
you're
that.
playing. I cared about that. So right now we have a formula with Jugheads, with me, Joe, Butow, and Andy, and it just sounds great. It's that simple.
I agree.
However,
you just rip.
However, me and Joe have become. I always joke around about this. We're like the Lennon McCartney of punk rock right now because we're doing things together pretty cool. Like we've been meshing really fucking well, and it's all because this new voice Joe has. He's fucking ridiculous at this point. You know what I mean?
I totally agree.
Like it makes me want to fucking do things because I want to hear what he puts on it, and I know it's not going to be a fucking shit thing anymore. There's been some bad times, not bad times. I should say like 2 songs out of like 100. But that, when you're in a band, 2 songs that were weird, they make you lose confidence. But right now, man, fucking, it sounds like I'm kissing Joe's ass, which I am, but he's fucking killing it right now. It's that simple.
Dude, we had Joe on the show, and he was fucking awesome as shit, man. Like,
and have you
really fun interview?
Have you seen Andy and Butow play? They're fucking pretty next level. They're pretty next level. Butow is right there on the strung out level, the Wilhelm scream level. Andy's fucking. He's probably too good for himself. You know what I mean? Because why do these people just what does sloppy mean? Am I supposed to react to that?
I don't even know what the fuck.
It's Ray. That's his nickname for you.
Ray's the best. I don't know if you know this.
Right.
In fact, I'm going to say some nice things about Ray right now. Ray, and he knows this. I'm not insulting him, so don't laugh like in a negative way. But Ray does not have a great voice. But he's such a fucking good frontman that people hire him to be in their band. I'm not kidding. He's fucking that ridiculous.
He is. He is a definite showman.
Oh, he's a showman.
I seen him get up on stage with you guys.
You should probably buy him a top hat. Like, get him a full top hat, ringleader, like go to town circus boy.
It's funny that James keeps writing because James doesn't know how bad at one point I wanted to be in your fucking band. James,
and then hear the music.
Where I was like, I want to be in LA Slumlords so fucking bad. But this 2 days a week practice, it's just undoable for me. It's too much.
You waking up twice?
What?
Like waking up twice kind of thing?
Not waking up, just being there twice. Like when Jughead plays, we fucking practice once for the gig. You know what I mean? Like if we didn't practice for 6 months, we'll be like, okay, we're playing Friday, so let's or Saturday, let's get together Wednesday and jam. Remember the songs, and we'll wing it. But no, James, I want you to know that I really fucking the idea of being in your band was very, very, very intriguing. I even, and this is true because you're only hearing this because I had a couple drinks. I was like, if I joined the band,
buddy.
If I join the band, I'm gonna go on a serious fucking diet because I know they want some skinny fucking.
Oh, bullshit!
No. James is as skinny as either one of us. Like, no.
They want some skinny,
James is a portly motherfucker.
Wear a Yugen jacket type of guy. Like, I got to look like a fucking gutter punk. But I wanted to do it, and I would have lost a ton of weight for you guys. But, fucking 2 days a week, fucking that's just nightmarish. Fucking kill me now.
It's like doing a keto diet twice a week. You know?
It's like I went to Weight Watchers last month.
Hey, listen, Mari's asking me about Graveyard Bandits. Another topic you might want to bring up. But Mari,
I did it earlier when you were talking about Jared. You forgot Graveyard Bandits.
Mari, we are still a band, but there's just been nothing out there that would make us do it. But we fucking love each other more than it sounds like I'm being drunk now and like loving everybody, But the band is awesome. Gizz is our drummer. I don't even know if she knows that yet. Gizz is our drummer now, and Jared moved guitar.
I've played a handful of shows with you guys. So
Oh yeah, you're a drummer. It's that simple.
It's weird because the other day I got one of those Google photo memory things, and it was the night that we all went to dinner for Jared's birthday. And in the middle of dinner, Jared brought up the fact, like, yeah, dude, I don't want to play drums for the band anymore. And I was like, oh shit, this is gonna get really good here. And he goes, Gizz, why don't you play drums for the band? I'm like, oh shit. Why are you putting me into this? I can't do a shuffle to save my life.
Mari, I'm not wasted, but I'm just having a good time because I know these guys all the time and they're fucking fun. And then you got guys like James. I don't know if you know him. He's part of the Jugend, and he's also in LA Slumlords. And then you got Ray. I'm just having a good time. I'm not really drunk. I'm just
Ray just said something. What does it say? Yes, I did a movie and I have scenes with this guy pick on all the scenes. I used my relationship with Joey to build a character. It worked out great. Potluck with Smooch.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's the one where Ray makes love to a guy. Cool.
Very, very passionately. No. Like there's seriously, a lot of kissing.
Again, I don't want to be a kiss ass, but Ray hit a next level with his acting on Potluck with Smooch. It's a good little short, and it's fucking cool.
I watched. I was a huge fan of Lost, and then with the last season, he was on there. And I was just like, whoa, that's fucking Ray.
Would it be okay if Ray put links on there? Can you send a link? Send a link, Ray. Why not? Link Ray. That's funny. Great influence of mine. Did I lose you guys? Fuck. There you guys go.
We're still live. We still have Joey.
There you guys
Is it me or you guys? I don't know. By the way, if you can hear me, Gizz. If you can hear me, Gizz, thanks for inviting me. Yeah. I'm having a great time.
Well, dude, it's always fun to hang out with you, man.
You know,
I wish you were here though.
I do wish I was there too. I'd love to do it again and be in your studio or at Coco's. Just saying.
Are we doing Coco's now?
No, we used to get together at Coco's once a week, me, Gizz, and a couple other guys. And it was just great. Do you remember Gizz?
Yeah. It was always a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever really had a bad time hanging out with you. You know?
Yeah,
and
that's true.
If it was like a shit party or whatever, it was always fun because you and I were there, you know?
I'm a goofball, you know what I mean? You are too.
Mm-hmm.
We're hams.
I like ham a lot.
And what are hams? Pigs.
Dude, I smell like pig when I burn. I do it quite often.
So
Joey, from the minute I met you, man, I was like, holy shit, I fucking love this guy. Like you were a sweet human being. I was like, oh, I just kind of want to just sort of snuggle with you a little bit.
Wow.
Hey, I'm not too proud.
There you go. I'm warm. I can keep you warm.
Yeah. That's awesome. So are there any actual questions or should we just keep talking about bullshit? You guys aren't done, right? We're still talking?
We can keep
we
going.
can do as long as you want.
Yeah. I'm having a good time.
All right. So fast question, very beginning. How did Jugheads happen? Like when did you guys actually go, boom, we're Jugheads Revenge?
Okay. That's a good one. We were Broadaxe, and at one point Broadaxe broke up. And George met these guys in COA. So I joined COA, which put Broadaxe on, basically broke us up. And COA was a fucking bitchin' metal band, like totally bitchin' band. Are you familiar with COA, by the way?
I am not.
I am, obviously.
Maybe you know by the name Cholos on Acid?
Oh, no. Yes, Cholos and Acid are fucking badass, dude.
Yeah.
Hands
I was
down.
in Cholos on
Boom.
Acid. I joined the band in 87. In 87, I joined this band. I was like, fuck. These guys, of course, this is before clubs. It was more like party circuits. Everything was parties back in the 80s. So I joined COA, and it was fucking awesome. I found out that COA played a couple songs that were derivatives of Jughead's or Broadax because they saw us play a show. They had a song that was literally fuck shit up, but they rewrote it. So the rhythm was the same, but different lyrics. I think it was called Pizza for the Dead.
What the fuck?
So fucking great name. It was so funny. So I joined this band, and I look back now. These guys were all fucking great guys. You know what I mean? It was George Snow, who would later be the starting Jugheads with me and Brian. Kevin Rehack, who was awesome. Bill Stevenson, who was the guy who did work. Not Bill Stevenson. Not that Bill Stevenson. The Bill Stevenson who was on the show Workaholics. He was the male guy in Workaholics. He's been in a million shows you've seen. He's awesome. And Dave Wald, who is probably one of the most famous. He's in there in the top 10 famous stuntmen out there.
He's the guy that did our car bomb video for Lazlo.
Oh, did he? Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yeah. So
he was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. In the original
he is,
movie.
and he worked with John Woo recently. Like, this guy's big time. Big time. So I joined them, and then me and Brian, it was metal. Me and Brian kind of wanted to get back into punk rock. Punk. So we reformed the band. We started together. We started jamming. We met Joe Doherty, who we were at a COA practice, and I started playing a Black Flag song. Brian grabbed the bass, started playing Black Flag. Joe started singing, and me and Brian were like, holy shit. Who the fuck is this guy? We didn't know him yet. And it was fucking like, I don't know what the word is, but it was like, holy shit. Like, this guy, like, we could build a band around this guy. And
Kismet. I think the name, the word.
I wanted to say Kismet, but I didn't want to say it wrong. But it was cool.
I won't say anything wrong.
So we talked. To Joe Doherty, and us three decided to form a band. And we pretty much played Black Flag covers at first. Then we started slowly writing songs, and of course, in those days, you start doing stuff like that, and the band will be like, "Hey, you got to pick a band." You know what I mean? Like, it's so. I would never do that today, but at that time, like they question your loyalty, so they kicked us out. They may not have kicked us out. We may have left. It's like James. He'd probably kick us out just for not being loyal to the LA Slum.
Yeah, he would. Yeah,
he kicked me out.
What do you mean? What were you kicked out for?
I was around.
He was our road manager for one
show.
show.
I was there for a minute.
He was our road manager for one show, and then he got fired.
I got booted. So
I can't believe that I haven't been friends with James so much longer, to be honest, because I've known James. I met him officially at the Maui Sugar Mill one night, but we realized we've fucking been around each other for a long fucking time, and that's pretty cool. Anyways, so out of that, me, Joe, and Brian decided we're going to start a band, and we got a drummer, and it was Ninus. It was this weird little guy who was
remember him
actually fucking good, but not great.
Yeah.
And it was fine for the time. And then when we decided to jam the first time, George Snow showed up. And we're like, fuck it. And me and George got kicked out of COA because of that. Oh, no, it was Heller. It was Kevin Heller playing drums. I'm sorry. And we were fucking killing it. So he decided to stick with COA. We got kicked out. I don't want to say we got kicked out. We made the decision to not be in COA anymore.
Mhm.
And we started Jughead's Revenge. Joe Doherty came up with the name. He's like, how about, we were looking at an ad. It said Alroy's Revenge. It was like the new record.
Oh,
No way.
shit. Is that how that started?
Yes, that's how it started. Joe came up with that name. We're like, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, my fucking God.
And we did it. We fucking did it. We started a band and we just did a bunch of Black Flag covers and then we started writing some songs and I brought in some Broadax songs and we just fucking and then Joe Doherty was friends with Jay Bentley and Jay Bentley was like, you need to bullshit your way in. We're like, okay, how are we gonna bullshit our way in? So I fucking took every old fucking flyer that I could find that was big time and I just glued our name on it and reprinted it. So we put out a press pack that sounded like we fucking played with Black Flag, Bad Religion. Our first gig was fucking opening, not even opening. We were like the second band with Circle Jerks and Black Flag at the country club because they thought we played with fucking everybody at that point.
So the term fake it till you make it, it actually started with you.
We're like, fake it and you'll make it, not fake it till you make it, because we made it. The very first show was the country club in a fucking non-opening slot. And it just went from there. We used to post, me and Brian would get up at midnight every night. We'd go and flyer for like 3 hours. And we'd hit every fucking, like those electrical boxes you would see. We put Jughead's Revenge album out now. We didn't have an album. We just put it out. And we did it. We hit every single on-ramp and off-ramp in the entire city, including the Valley. And at that point, we finally, maybe 6 months later, we wrote a demo. We recorded it, and I went and started going to places. Hey, would you like to do consignment? Like, dude, we've been hearing about this forever. Like, yes, we'll take them. Like, people have been asking about it. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, it worked.
Who are these guys?
And this is from Jay Bentley, Joe Doherty and Jay Bentley. Like, me, I'm going to say me and Brian did most of the work, but the masterminds were Jay Bentley and Joe Doherty and me. And don't get me wrong, me and Brian were right there too, because I was a merchandising madman. I loved fucking the idea of creating shirts. I knew this guy named Paul Yamada. He was the Venice version of
Beowulf, right?
What?
Beowulf?
Yes, he was the Beowulf bass player,
Mm-hmm.
but he owned a print shop. So back then, you fucking all your printing. What'd you just say, Gizz?
You got the hiccups.
Who, me?
Yeah, you just hiccuped.
Did I hiccup?
A couple times.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I got you drunk across town.
I remember back in the day when you were running Chaser at
Be
Dave Naz's house, and
They didn't start chasing. That was Dave. That had nothing to do with me.
But you guys were printing your shirts there.
No, Chaser started. Then we printed our shirts to them.
But I remember going down.
Them.
I remember going down to Beverly Hills to go pick up some shirts, or you guys were doing something there, and it was one of the Jughead's Revenge shirts. That you gave me one that night. It had the mini logo on the front, and then the back was I don't know, like 5 colors. And that shirt, it would choke you because there was so much fucking ink on the back of that shirt that it made it heavy.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
I still have the design, the ink, but the shirt's gone. Like it's just a circle. Funny. I could use it as like a throw rug because that thing, dude, there was so much ink on that thing, man.
Did you save any of those like early posters that you were faking it so you made it moments?
You know what's funny is we did, and we had a guy, we joked around, we called him our archivist. He was a guy we gave all of our old flyers to, and we knew that he was a collector. So we knew that they would be safe with him, and he fucking OD'd and died.
Oh,
It's all gone.
Not helpful. Not helpful
Dana,
at all.
you know Dana Wilson.
oh, him, huh?
He even had some of my old guitar stuff, my old guitar case. He has one of my old guitars, my old ESP guitars. Like, these are important guitars to me. It's all gone now. It's a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting to the point where we're kind of at the end. So when we never even thanked our sponsors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, prick. What are you like, Joe? Give me some plugs.
Who,
Where do we
me?
find merch? Yeah, you. Where do we find merch? Where do we like buy shit from fucking you guys? Where's your band calendar? Like, give me some plugs.
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, okay.
I have no idea where you buy merch, but there is a Jughead merch thing that Joe Doherty runs. But
Yeah.
we haven't updated it. But I have a whole shitload of new designs. We actually went retro on all of our old designs for this
Really?
Canadian thing, and we have a bunch. We have the old, like, I'm not kidding. We have this one, which is the Canadian one we always did
Yeah.
with our hockey guy. That went crazy. We reissued these.
Gatorade.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
we also have some new designs. I don't know where they sell though, but I know that sucks. I'm a shitty fucking salesman.
Well, I'll ask Joe, and then we'll put it. We'll put all the
it on
links
the
on
website.
there.
But I'm like, how do we? I actually just want to do a Rimicci shirt. Just your head, one shirt,
fucked up.
no name.
Joe Rimicci, not 2024.
Have you ever thought about doing the Judas Priest logo, but Jughead's Revenge?
No.
Fucking Joe. No.
it's
You know what
Jedi
you do?
Priest,
Start
and
your own band.
I didn't make this up. I saw it and I loved it, so I found it, and I made one for myself. It's that simple. It's this new process, direct to film. These shirts
Yeah.
are high quality. They'll last for fucking ever. And all the new Jughead stuff's made like that. We have the old Angel design. We have a shitload of designs. I'm going to create a website. Maybe when I create the website, can I come back on here and do a quick interview? Or
Joey, you can walk in here at any time of day. We'll turn the camera on, and you have a full fucking everything you want.
that would be pretty cool. Yeah, because I would love to promote, and like I'll sell them so cheap that like I don't care about making profit. I just want to get them out there because like we're having a cool like right now we're really enjoying. Things have changed. You know what I mean? Like we went from working hard to we're an old school band that people like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Like we get invited to do cool things. We actually got invited to do Rebellion Fest in England next year.
Nice.
And Brack Rock or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be able to do it. We're not going to do it, but it was still cool. You know what I mean? Like right now we want to focus on Canada because Canada has been fucking killing it. You know what I mean? Like this last Canadian thing we did was fucking cool.
Yeah, because they're mad at the United States.
You know who we just played with was Grimskunk. You know how cool those guys are?
I don't think I've ever heard of them.
You don't know Grimskunk?
No.
From the 90s? Look them up. That's all I can say is look them up. Whoever, if and those two people listening, James and Ray, look up Grimskunk. They're fucking cool.
James fell asleep.
They're huge, but they're not known. They're a Canadian band, and they're so fucking good. But they got the guys now, the two guitar players from fucking SNFU. And
no way.
Fuck
I don't
yeah,
know if you
dude.
know about those guys. They're
Are they
fucking
brothers?
What?
The brothers?
I don't think they're brothers. They're definitely not brothers.
No. Oh, look, this is what we do. We're not looking for like a history of punk rock as a whole. we want to like interview people and we want to hear your story. We want you to be a character. We want to know what like, drives you and where you came from. And that's what we're getting at here. You're having a good time chatting with us, right?
Well, I'm having a great time. I don't even want it to
That's-
end. You guys are saying it's about to end, but
You're dead to me.
I'll put the frosty soup with the fishes. Right here. I'm right here, buddy. I'm right.
Damn, look at him. Joey tossing him back, man.
Joey Tosser.
Joey toss. No, that's a
No,
little
it's
different.
Joey Shots.
Joey shots.
Oh my God. But your girlfriend's name is Evan?
Oh, did I lose you guys? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Evan.
My girlfriend's name is Evan. She used to be a dude.
Awesome. She's a great dude.
Evan's awesome.
Oh, she said my name. It's on our calendar. We're gonna take our show there. We're gonna do a podcast from your party.
What's the
Now,
party?
Gizz is single.
October 19th.
Gizz, you're single right now, right? I believe
What?
Gizz is single, but you're not.
Look at the
Dude.
motherfucker. That's a handsome fucking motherfucker.
I'm
As
not
a matter of
handsome.
fact, As a matter of fact, today before we went on air, we watched the Kill Detail interview
Oh, yeah.
on Flash
Oh,
Rock.
really?
And you're bragging about being single. When you introduce yourself, I'm Joey. I do the fucking.
That's the best. I said that must have been back in the day when I used to be able to fuck.
Yeah, back when my dick worked, everything was awesome.
Back when my knees didn't hurt.
Oh.
I don't want to insult certain people, but I've heard some stories about Gizz. Pretty good stories.
Oh, I'm sure.
He's a good. Let's just say he's got the ability to do what he's got to do. You know what I'm saying?
His one ball is pretty special.
That ball makes
The
up for
wrecking
the
ball.
that ball makes up for the missing one. You know, I wrote a song about Gizz. I
Oh,
wrote a song
God.
about
Oh.
Gizz. I don't remember everything, but I said I just got it. Next interview. Can we do another interview?
Oh, please, God, come back.
Oh, my
Joey,
God.
I love your company.
Let's do an
I love
interview
being
in like
in
a
the same room
month.
as you, man. I really do. Like you are a fantastic human being. I could not
Oh.
ask for a better new friendship.
Well, let me just tell you something. I thought it'd be funny if I drank and did the interview, and now I feel like it backfired.
No.
I've been goofy this whole fucking time. I haven't answered anything. Do you have any actual questions?
Dude,
We did this like 4 times.
dude, I earlier when we were watching that Flash Rock interview, I kept telling him, I go, okay, check this out. And every time TFG would ask you a question, you would totally go off the rails. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like, hey, so how long has the band been together? Oh, dude, I love your Iron Maiden tattoo. Like, you never answered a question that whole fucking interview.
You have a question?
Yeah. What was the question?
What's the next question?
What was the question?
I don't remember.
Oh.
He's asking you to ask him a question.
Me like, oh,
Yeah.
you're not here. So this is my co-host Gizz.
I know everything about him.
Everything?
Yeah,
Barnes. Was that Barnes? I just saw
Yeah.
a blurb.
I still have a Kill Detail wristband.
Oh, look at Barnes. Barnes is another important.
I gotta drive home. I gotta go take
I'm
care.
like,
All
it's a
right, this
weird-
is the point where we're starting to go down a weird place here.
Is this a weird place?
Fucking Ray, cut him off. Cut him off.
No.
Cut. Ray. Ray's
think-
trying to save your ass.
Ray's
Right
doing
now.
the same thing I was just trying to do.
Exactly. There's another one. There's Ray. When me and Ray used to have sex, it was okay. I'm just kidding.
So much corn, so many kernels.
All right, it's 8:30. We got to get going.
We gotta wrap this thing up, buddy.
So thank you so much, Joe.
Joe, you're
No,
coming
thank
back on
you,
this. Like,
guys.
you were absolutely coming back on here with us because I love you to death.
Yeah, we'll see you on the 19th.
Oh yeah, please do. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We're gonna publish the address and let all of our 3 listeners know where we're going.
Yeah.
Was there ever anybody on?
Well,
this
probably
thing?
most of our guests
They're all
are going to be there.
They're gonna be there anyways.
All right, brother. Thank you so much.
All right, buddy.
Come join us next week. I have no idea who our guest is next week.
It's Admiral Akbar.
It's Mikey from the Who Gives a Shits.
Mikey likes it. He'll try anything.
All right, so you know what you should do? Come back next Monday at 7.
Hey,
We'll be
you know
here.
what?
Yeah, Monday.
You know what? I'm going to
What?
advertise right now.
Go for it.
If anybody wants a cool
Jughead
Jughead
mug.
Revenge mug,
Jug
hit
mug.
me up.
I want a jug mug, dude. I will kill for a jug mug.
Okay. I'll make
All right,
you as
we're wrapping it up because I got to piss.
The problem
All right,
is,
buddy.
they're like $10. I love you too, Ray.
Whatever.
You know,
I'll send you
know I
$10.
love you, Ray.
Joey, we
All
love
right.
you. Gizz is gonna call you back right now while he pees.
I had a good time, and I'll be honest. I exaggerated a little bit to make things
No, you
funnier,
didn't.
but
You're hammered.
you know me, Gizz.
I know.
You're hammered.
I love you, brother. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yep.
A couple weeks, seriously.
Oh my.
All right, Joe. We'll talk to you in a minute.
Right. Eat us out.
Well, this has all happened. Adios.